Hey guys, welcome back. We are here to talk about the beef. However, we are going to start off with a reaction because we need to let some people get in the chat because they're going to keep asking what's going on and what we're not doing that. Okay. So we're going to give a chance for the chat to build up a little bit and then we'll jump right into it. Luci is ready for her interview. We're all checked in on the back end. Luci is going to be here. I don't know if she's already in the chat, but she's going to be here, guys. So just give it a few minutes to allow the chat to build up. Okay. Hey, everybody. Hey to all my mods. Hey to everybody in the Bush gang. Hey to everybody dropping down. Please make sure you give a thumbs up. We're going to get started with the reaction first, and then we're going to work our way right into the interview. Okay. Luci is here. I see you now, girl, sis. All right. So let's go ahead and just give a chance for a little bit of people to get in, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Okay, guys?
Hey girl, hey, it's your girl T back again with another video. What up, YouTube? I miss y'all so much.
And it's your boy Eli.
Hey, do your dance. So you guys, I miss you guys so much. I know you guys have been looking for the long vlogs, even the short vlogs. Girl, when I tell you May has been a month, it has been a month, y'all. Like with my birthday and everything, it was a lot going on. It was a lot going on, girl. I don't even want to get into it because we're past that. I don't want to live in the past. But we're here, okay? We're here, and I miss you guys. So this morning, as you guys could tell, I look crazy right now. I'm going to go ahead and fix up my hair. I got all these pimple patches and stuff on because, girl, I've been drinking a lot. I ain't going to lie to y'all. I've been drinking a lot. And, like, y'all know, like, from when I told y'all last time when I drank, my face wants to break out. So today will be the last day that I have drinks for a while, okay?
Because all she's been doing ever since she got that vehicle is trotting her ass around town, dropping Eli off at his grandmother's house and his mother's house, who she acts like she don't even really like her mother, okay? And I don't necessarily think Tiona is a bad mom. I just think she never had a time to go out and have fun, okay? So Deborah, don't get started, okay? I might have to turn this chat off because I already know y'all about to cut a fool. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Modacious Me. Hey, Fifi. Hey, Queen K. Hey, Nurse. Hey, Uniquea. Hey, everybody in the chat. Hey, Lucy. Hey, Shay. So I'm not even going to pay no attention to y'all because I'm trying to concentrate here, okay? All right, y'all. Let's go because we're gonna get messy. Just give it a chance now. Hey, D. Welcome to the live, sis.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take care of all of that. Go ahead and brush my teeth, wash my face, and all that good stuff. Elijah said he's hungry, so I'm gonna go ahead and make him something to eat as well. Put him on some clothes. We do have like kind of a busy day today. We're supposed to be meeting one of our supporters, more like family, for the first time today. My girl Momo. So shout out to my girl Monique and her sister Sylvia. They are twins, and so we're gonna go meet up with them today. Monique actually has a 7-year-old like me, so I'm bringing Elijah along so they can meet each other, and we're just going to get into all of the things today. Also, what's on the agenda after I finish feeding Elijah, we're going to go out to the store because I want to see if I can find a pair of shoes. This is the outfit that I'll be wearing
today. And I know what you mean, sis, because it's not like he's in there and we're saying that, you know, I understand your intentions. You're not saying that you're wishing that anything happened to her, but what we're saying, and I understand exactly where you're coming from, she doesn't have enough driving experience. Guys, I'm going to admit, I have driven under the influence before. I'm not a perfect person, okay? When I was in my 20s, a lot of shit was crazy, okay? However, I do not do that anymore. First of all, I don't even get drunk anymore. I take one glass of wine and I'm done for the night. Okay, so it's not the same thing going on anymore. However, Tiona doesn't even have. It's not like she's so Tiana's what 28, 29 now, I think. Tiona, it's not like she was driving. Okay, I was driving since I was about 18 or 19. So she would have been driving for 10 years already and then drinking. Now, I'm not saying that it's okay to do it because none of us should be doing it. I shouldn't have been doing it. Y'all shouldn't have been doing it. However, what's done is done. If you didn't get caught, the shit is over now. What I'm saying is you don't have enough driving experience off the rip and then to be intoxicated. So that's why I think she's leaving Eli home, because she's staying like at her cousin's house or whoever she's hanging out with for a couple hours until she sobers up. That's what I'm catching. And so when she feels like she's sobered up enough and she can drive without feeling like, woo, she just goes ahead and continues. Hey, Steve. Steve says she's at a much higher risk of having an accident just because of an experience. Add alcohol and magnifies it tremendously. Exactly, because she lacks experience. She picks him up drunk. Oh, shit, Lucy cutting up already, y'all. It's going to be a full way today, and we are here for it.
And outside, but I'm here, girl. I'm still wearing it. So that's what that's the plans as far as right now. Because I know you guys be wanting to know, like, what's the plans for today? And so yeah. So let me go ahead and freshen up, and then we'll be back once we get into the kitchen. And if you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Turn on all your post notifications so you don't miss any time I upload. And yes, girl, let's get right into this video. All right, you guys. So we just made it to the mall. I know I told you I was gonna cook something to eat, but we ended up.
Lucy, I don't know if you ever seen her. I don't think you've seen a bank statement. But where is she getting all this money from? If she's don't answer it down in the chat, Lucy. We're gonna say this for the interview. She goes to the mall every day. Girl, let me tell you something. I do some online shopping, but you know what I would start doing? I start literally going to the bank, taking out cash, because I said, bitch, I gotta start monitoring. This spending has got to calm down. When it's time to get that mortgage, they're gonna be like, excuse me, you can't be spending like this. Okay, so yeah, look, try to get your spending in check. I just feel like the girl is buy all the time. She's doing too much. Okay, mods, be on the lookout. Any bitch got a problem, snipe that hoe. Okay, that's how we doing it today. All right, let's go.
I'm gonna grab something as far as brunch, lunch, breakfast, whatever you want to call it. Because it's starting to get late or whatever. I just want to go in here and see if they have the shoes. If they have them, they have them. If they don't, I'm not going to worry about it because it's raining outside. I was going to change and wear what I bought, but yeah, I changed my mind. What I have on right now is like perfect for the weather today. But yeah, we're at the mall near the house. We're going to check in here and see if they have the shoes to go with that outfit. Just on some humbug type of thing, whatever. And so just to pass some time until it's time to meet the girls and stuff. And yeah, we're gonna go from there. So we're about to head into the mall. I had Popeyes for brunch, and Elijah had what? McDonald's. Yeah. So that's what we're about to do. So come on, girl. Hold up. Why my hands actually? Y'all wasn't gonna tell me either. That's crazy. Girl, I thought it was better than that. What are you doing back there? Girl, y'all wasn't gonna tell me that was ashy? Dang, girl, I thought we was good. That was ashy. Oh my god, I wish these pimples go away. These ones around here kind of pop. These ones still need some attention. I do have a little, which one go right there? But whatever. Is he cool? Is he cool? Yo, what the heck is wrong with him? Yeah. So I'm clearly wrong with him, y'all. I'm gonna have to go get him checked out. We might be able to get him a check because it's given it's given he need a check. We might could get a check for him. We might could get a check from him for him. That is funny as heck. You really got to chill, huh? Chill out. For real. Let's go, y'all. Oh, we done made it over here by the woman's shoe wall. Now they have some of the sneakers that I want. As far as this one was gonna be my
More
what was my first
sneakers
choice,
though,
but then
y'all.
it became my last.
And I know
choice,
this is
'cause
from
the
her
girls was
other
like,
vlog,
"Oh,
but more
get the
sneakers.
dunks or
I mean,
whatever."
it's
I
like
feel
a
like
dude. How many pair of
like
sneakers
dunks
do you
is
need?
just like
It's like she gets the money and she gives it right back. Girl, I don't understand why you. It's like this. I think this is one of her outlets. I think this is one of her outlets, y'all. Shopping. She's definitely addicted to shopping, and I think she is a hoarder. It's too girl. You already showed a portion of this, so she must have vlogged the rest. And did she have the pimple patches on her face? That look nasty.
like it's just one of those shoes that's always like, you know, like get some dunks. Like it's expected. So I didn't really want to go with the dunks or whatever, but they are on sale for $80. And then it was like get the sambas, some white and red sambas, but these are not sambas. These are gazelles. I mean, it's cute or whatever, but it's just not the style of shoe that I'm looking for. I mean, it looked the same as the sambas, but it's a different name on the side. Then they was telling me to get these ones right here, but the silver part was like all over the shoe. I don't see those here. So it's looking like we're not gonna be getting anything from here because yeah, it's not floating in my boat. It's not floating my boat. So I'm most likely gonna have to go to the one by my house and see if they have it. These little Nike sets are really cute. You are tea. Hold on, these are so cute. I don't know. It's just something about that yellow. I was in ALO recently and they had something similar. This is really nice. Oh, these are so nice. I might have to come back for that. This is cute.
Stop, Vivi, stop.
All right, girls. So we done made it. We're here. I don't know if y'all can see, but the place is like over that way. Anywho, we made it. Eli's asleep. It was about like a 40-minute drive, which wasn't bad because I had my music playing and stuff, whatever. But they said they're not gonna be here until another half an hour, so we're gonna kill
Are
time
you
by going
picking
into this
hairs off
Snipes.
your chin?
We're gonna go into this Snipes.
Girl,
And see if
please
they
don't
have
do
what we're looking
that.
for.
And puff
It
that
is what it
puffball out
is.
a little bit. It's smashed up.
Ain't gonna worry about
Look
it.
like
But
wine
it's
trash up there.
It's like a little plaza. So we just gonna kill time. Maybe check out a few
Fifi
things
cutting a
here, and then
pool.
we will go sit down and eat. Okay, girl. So come on, y'all. It's raining. It's raining. I hate that for us. Come on. It's supposed to rain all Memorial Day weekend. Come on, we're going to Snipes, Eli. Let's go. Get across. Oh, it done zoomed in. I hate when it do that. Thanks for not holding the door. Rude. Okay, girl. So we went in Snipes and we literally went in and walked out because they didn't have nothing that I was looking for. Very disappointed, but it's okay because I didn't have to spend no extra money. um, but now we're sitting inside Hook and Roll. We actually been here before. We had came here for my little cousin his birthday when he had turned 18. So at least I know that the food is actually decent here. So yeah. We're still waiting on them. They said that they stopped at Walmart next door. So once they finish in there, I'm guessing they're gonna come over here. So yeah, girl, we're just waiting. And Eli over here on Instagram Live talking to these people, talking about some spam hearts in the comments. Look, Eli,
Well,
is you?
well.
You gotta chill. Get off the floor, boy. He need friends, y'all.
I do not need friends. I already have friends.
You need more friends.
I already have more friends.
I wonder how you gonna react to Legend. I wonder if y'all act anything alike. That's gonna be funny. They actually don't mind being on camera, so we can keep the cameras rolling. We can keep the cameras rolling. Hey, why y'all look just alike? I know, but god dang. Hi. He's so tiny. Oh my god.
Bro, look.
Oh, I turned it off. I turned the light off. All right, so I'm about to open my gift. Oh, which one is mine?
I want to open my gifts too.
All of them?
I want to open mine.
I'm gonna open the. You already opened yours. I'm gonna open this one first. Who's this from?
Why would he be getting gifts? Is it his birthday? Y'all know it's giving Keisha Kaylee. Y'all know Keisha Kaylee would buy all her kids something to open on one of the kids' birthday. Now, a set. Wait a minute. Let me make sure I say this right. She has a set of twins, so they're going to be able to open their presents at the same time. But people need to learn, including children, that when it is somebody's birthday, it is their time to be acknowledged as a human being. It is their time. Everybody needs their time. We all have individual birthdays and we should be acknowledged as such. Now, I get that he's an only child, so it's easier to do more, but they bought him gifts. Right. I realize that. But I'm like, isn't it Tiona's birthday? But I just feel like when you're an only child, it can be a little bit spoiled. And it's like Eli, to me, this would have been a time. Just leave Eli home and bring him his gifts when you leave him home any other time. But speaking, all right, so Mochachi the princess says, I have a major issue with her getting all this assistance, but spending money like she's balling. It's such a waste. It is a waste. I totally agree. While she's paying $50, all right, we don't know how much her rent is, but let's just say her rent is $500. Let's just say it's even $1,000. That's still way cheaper than any of us are paying. And I do think that single mothers should get help because the dad, as far as she's telling us, is not giving her a dime. But I don't know, guys. Now, remember, the 1099 is not coming through. Like, they don't have an HR department. So I don't know, guys. But we got a few more minutes of this, and then we're going to jump into our interview.
Okay, this is from Sylvia. Let me see. It's both in it. Okay.
Hold on. Please vote for me. Digging it like this?
Sweetest song. I'm gonna have to use that when I go see the sneaky link. What else? Let's see. Okay, what's this? This is just waiting for your drink to borrow. Okay, thank you. Oh, a shimmer lip.
How do I use this?
This is so cute. Hold on, let me show them.
It won't work.
So we got some lip gloss with a shimmer.
How does this work?
Body spray.
How does it?
The body wash. Period. Some lotion. This smells so good. What's this?
I did not do that.
Some strawberry hand sanitizer. I ain't never seen this. Maybe I be in the wrong part of the store. I didn't see that before. Oh, and a candle? And a candle. Thank you, Sylvia. That's so sweet.
Okay, so she got some cute gifts. I didn't really see what Eli got.
Oh, you got it too?
All right, I got another one right here. Who's this from? Same thing.
Okay, let's go ahead and get rid of this. And then let's just go ahead and do a little bit of a refresher. And so hold on, guys. Let's do a little bit of a refresher on the argument, the back and forth with her and Lucy. And then I'll go ahead and drop the link for Lucy to come up, okay? All right, give me 1 second, y'all. So pull this up here. Okay. Just in case you just need a little bit of a refresher, let's go ahead and get into it real quick.
Bitch. And I say that again from my core. From my core, you're mean. You're mean. That's a max that she put on. Mean as fuck. And some of y'all bitches be kissing her ass. I'm not gonna be the one to do so. That's why y'all will always see us have it out on this bitch. Because I'm not kissing doing that. What I look like? What I look like? Friend or not, bitch, you gonna hear my mouth. I don't even give a fuck about none of this because it's all gonna be over in the morning. Because I really don't give block me. She can say whatever she want to say about me because none of it's true. Well, what you gonna say that I'm ex and did, and I'll do it again if I want to because bitch, I'm grown. What? That I'm on Section 8? I don't give a fuck. I got a roof over my head. Next. What? Like, what can you say about me? I make real fucking money, bro. Whatever I want, I go after and I get it. I got custody of my kids. My mom actually do love me. There is niggas actually checking for me. Do you want to see? Do you want to fucking see? Because that's what I was told too. Oh, nobody's checking for you. Do you want to see? Do you want to see? Shall I pull it up? Shall I pull it up? Oh, okay. She ain't coming alive yet. She probably talking to somebody else because that's all she knows is yap. I got your address too. You forgot? I'm trying to figure out if she gonna pop in here. And Pop was popping with my shorty. No, I'm not letting go. Because don't ever in life disrespect me in such a way. When we done talked about shit that we were supposed to speak about in confidence with each other, and I'm hearing it from other people about shit we done spoke about. Not real right. You're not real right, bro. You're not. You're not. You're not. You're trash, my nigga. You're trash, and can't nobody fucking trust you. And I just want y'all to know before y'all think it's okay to get closer, can't be trusted. And once you start spilling my business, then I'm gonna spill yours. But as long as we kept that shit in confidence, you ain't had to worry about me. But once you spill, I can't trust you. This bitch getting all fucking defensive and shit on the phone because you know you said it. You know you did it. I had every right to do what I just did. Because don't ever in your motherfucking life think you're gonna play with me like that.
Whenever the fuck I don't give that bitch. Mama, because guess what? My mama never sucked my kiss me and told me about it. That never happened. That never happened. And I can call right motherfucking out when she's gonna answer the phone. Yeah. And I actually love Mama K. I do. And I feel like, and I'm not even about to talk about that lady for real. I swear to God, I'm not. Because I actually feel bad for Mama K, because that's another thing that let me know, like, Tiona had no limits to the shit that she would put on the fucking internet, because she done blasted her own motherfucking mama on the internet. You get what I'm saying? And literally treated the lady like talked about her like a motherfucking dog on the internet.
No, it's not. We gotta chill. I'm this bitch on the phone and disrespected the fuck out of me. Now, I'm not trying to make you pick sides or anything like that because I'm never that bitch. That's her. She wants me to pick a side, and I ain't no puppet. I'm gonna be friends with whoever I be friends with. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, all I'm telling you as your friend is to watch your fucking back because she's a backstab. It be that you don't think will do some that will do some. Watch your fucking back.
Really be having so much to say. And then you said, well, you sound dumb anyways. Y'all not in the same city. Shut the fuck up. If we're not in the city and I sound dumb for responding to somebody, then how does the initial person who started it with me sound? Smart? They sound smart. That person sounds smart.
Okay, so I dropped the link, Lucy. You can come on up whenever you're ready, okay? We'll continue to listen until Lucy gets on the link,
With
okay, guys?
me. She called me. She got on her live talking about me. Are you slow? You good? You straight over there? Like, what? You good? Y'all be the same people who will let somebody hit you and be talking about, I'm gonna go pray about it. No, I'm gonna hit you the fuck back and then I'm gonna ask for forgiveness. Cause yeah, God, I was trying to do better, but I'm sorry they hit me. And even God told David to go handle Goliath. What the
Okay, hold on, guys. Lucy's in the back chat, so let me go ahead and put the banner up. Just give me 1 second. Okay, 1 second, guys. Lucy, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, all right, hold on. Let me see here. 1 second. Okay, guys, we have Lucy. Lucy, welcome to Pine Nation. Welcome, girl. We've been waiting for a
Hello.
minute to hear about this girl. Okay. Lucy
Good
said that she's
afternoon,
gonna sit right here.
everybody.
Yes. All right, hold on. So it's a little bit of a lag. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna just when I stop talking, if I'm talking over you, I apologize because it's just a little bit of a lag on here sometime. Okay. So
Okay, no
hold on.
problem.
All right, let me turn this music down, girl. Okay, guys. So if you have been hiding under a rock and you don't know what's going on, we have Lucy up here with Pine Nation, and she wants to share her side of the story. So, Lucy, I'm just going to start off by asking you a couple of questions, and then you can elaborate on them as you please. Okay.
No problem. I'm here for it.
Okay, girl. So, how long were you and Tiona friends, and how would you describe the nature of your friendship?
So we were friends, and I'm using the term friends very loosely because we've never actually met in person. So I would consider her more of an associate. But a friendship was built. I'm not gonna try to downplay it or make it seem like it wasn't something that it was. A friendship was built, but it was one of those friendships for me where I really don't know you in real life. So there's only so much that I can be a friend to you, if that makes sense.
I totally understand. Okay. So basically, y'all was cool because I would watch Tiana's TikTok lives and you would be in there and y'all would just be cutting it up, chit chatting, not really getting in on serious topics. But I've seen you in a few of her lives, like the twerking live that we had when she was eating cereal while twerking at
Oh
2:30
my
in
gosh.
the morning.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Okay. So I know you guys had gotten to it, but can you tell us what type of friend did you like? I know you said you were online friends, but did you guys like give each other birthday gifts or did you just call each other on the birthday? Like what type of friend was Tiana during the time you knew her?
So again, it was very much so surface, right? So
Okay.
as far as it comes to birthdays and stuff like that, of course, like She would tell me happy birthday. I would tell her happy birthday. I don't want to get too much in the details of what I actually did for her because I feel like if you talk about that later, you weren't genuine when you did it to begin with.
Okay, I mean that's fair. That's fair.
Hmm.
All right.
So,
So, what would you
um,
say some of her strongest personality traits are?
so to be honest, Tiana is she's funny. Like she's a funny person. I would characterize her as um a person, one of those girls who you could tell they weren't popular in school. So now that she's an adult, she wants to fit in the in crowd, but she knows that she doesn't truly fit in. And even when certain people accept her, me, because this is what we're talking about today is me. So even with me accepting her, I could always tell that Tiana always kind of felt like, I don't know if she really likes me because girls like her don't like me.
Right. I understand where you're going with that. So, what did you feel? All right, so you felt like she was a funny person that brought you in. Um, like I said, I didn't feel like Tiana was a bad mom, but I remember you also saying that Tiana didn't have any real life friends. Is that true? And can you elaborate on that for me?
Yes. So Tiana does not have friends in real life. All of her friends are people on the internet. Also, Tiana thinks that her power comes from her followers. So that's why she feels as comfortable doing the things that she does online. And that's why you see the complete difference between how she interacts with people in person, where she calls the police, opposed to how she gets online and she pops her shit because one, she knows she has backup in the followers. Also, two, she knows that you can't get to me. So I can say whatever I want to say because you can't get to me. Tiana has never been in a fist fight before ever in life, except for with her mother. And that's the only, if you notice, that's the only thing she says. She says, if
Wow.
I beat my mama up, imagine what I'll do to you. First of all, somebody who beat their mama up is never gonna do nothing to me. And another thing that I really want to clarify is because I know y'all was trying to figure out where I'm from because I don't think I have an accent, of course, because it's me. But I am from Detroit. I'm never
Oh,
gonna let and I'm watching my language, but I gotta say it, pine, sorry. I'm never gonna let a bitch from Connecticut beat me up. It's never gonna happen.
right, right.
Detroit would not let me even come back home.
You standing on 10. Okay. You standing on 10. I understand where you coming from, sis. Okay. But so, all right, so she never had a fist fight with anyone. Do you know, did you talk to her back when she actually had that? Because we're on the police topic. When she went live and talked about bullying Elijah, and we're not going to get into Elijah, we're not going to, he's a child.
Hmm.
But did she ever explain to you why she felt as though it was necessary to call the police on other children? Do you know anything about that?
So basically, it really wasn't her calling the police on the children. It was more so her wanting to confront the mother, but she knew she couldn't do it without the police there because the lady had already told her that she would get like that with her. And I'm just trying to watch my language, but basically, like,
Okay.
you
I
get what I'm
got
saying? Like, I already told her, like, hey, and the stuff that the lady said in front of the police officers where she was saying like my son don't want to play with your son, which as a parent, because I am a mother of four, right? So and my boys are grown now, but I remember when my sons was younger, that's not something that I wouldn't have said it that way. I probably would have been a little softer in my approach and how I let her know. I would have been assertive and let her know like, hey, he's not the type of child that they want to play with because of these behaviors. That's the whole thing. And I think that's what rubbed Tiana the wrong way is because you telling me that they don't want to play with him, but you're not telling me why.
right. Right. Um, and sometimes that's why I talk about spoiling children. And I understand that only children they do get spoiled because it's one child. You know what I'm saying? So we know that it's not Elijah's fault. we're just gonna go ahead and move forward with the next question. But I just wanted to know because from the perspective from me looking in, it looked
Mhm.
like he was mad at these children and she's calling the police. But this is the thing. It wasn't just an isolated incident. Tiana always calling the goddamn police. You had mentioned on your live that you did on TikTok that about the guy that she was talking about. Remember when she was
Mhm.
in the bathroom on TikTok? She was taking her braids out and putting the twist in. And she
Mhm.
was talking about how the guy's girlfriend gave her a call, and you were talking about she had made a video. And we won't go too deep into it because we don't want to go too far with it. But she had made a video with her and the guy. She sent the guy the video. This is what you had said in your TikTok. I'm kind of just summarizing.
Right.
And then the girl found the video in the guy's phone,
Well,
right?
no, Tiana sent the video to the guy, and the girl
Okay.
intercepted that message.
Oh, okay. So break it down for us. Do you mind sharing a little bit of that for us?
So basically, what happened was is that Tiana had got drunk on live. She called the guy over there to help her, right? What did you need help for when you was already in the house? I'm not sure. That part didn't make sense to me. But she called the guy over there. She was on live when all of this happened. He came over there. She ended up getting off live. She basically said one thing led to another. Of course, she played the card of, oh, that's not what I called him over here for. One thing ended up leading to another, and we did this and we did that. And of course, she goes into a very vulgar story about what happened with them on live. So, next thing you know, she is upset on live. So, she called me and told me exactly what happened, which was is that she sent him the video. The girl saw the video, so the girl started calling her phone because she wants to know what's going on. And he was in the background while Tiana was arguing with the girl saying, "This my wife, this my wife." You know, I don't know what you talking about. Anything that happened to you with you was a mistake and all this different type of stuff. So the whole thing about that situation was Tiana's feelings were hurt. A lot of times when you see her acting out the way she is, her feelings are hurt. And that's what I had to break down to her. You're not even mad. Your feelings is hurt because you called him over there and you was hoping that y'all was gonna rekindle things. That's what you thought was gonna happen. And you didn't know that he was going back home to another woman. But how didn't you know that when you first met the man, he was living in a shelter? He don't got nowhere to
Ooh,
live.
woo! Okay, the tea is getting really hot, guys. Make sure you hit the like button. So, another woman, guys, we see this one again. This is another common thing we see over here, Lucy, because we see a lot of the women are dating homeless men, they're dating broke men, they're dating men with no jobs. Now, before I forget, was
Mhm.
this the same guy what the big guy that was just over there who we think
Yes.
is the maintenance man, and I want to get to that question as well. Was this the
Y-
same guy that we saw?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
that is the
Is
same
he a
guy.
maintenance guy at her complex?
No. So
Oh,
this is a any man that you ever see Tiana with, Tiana met that man off of Facebook dating.
oh, she doing the same thing living them doing, y'all. Girl, this is another thing we see with the moms. They're always meeting guys on the internet. And you know what? I understand that's how some people date, and it's no problem with that. Because some people do find a husband on the internet, whatever. But it is dangerous, number one. And why does she continuously allow these men into her home? Do you have anything to say about that?
So I mean, I think that okay, well, I'll just break it down because once I say it, it's gonna make sense. So if Tiana had no car, right? And also she by her not having a car, she didn't have a babysitter because if you notice now, she goes and drops Elijah off. So she's kind of always had the option to have a babysitter, but she never had a way to get him there. So she was kind of restricted to her home. So that's the only way that she was going to see these men is if they came to her house. Because again, even if you can't, and then they don't have no house. All of the guys who she talked to don't have a house or have a girlfriend. How can you go somewhere that his girlfriend is at? She even with the guy who she was this whole story time that she did about old boy when she got on here crying and boohooing about old boy who unalived his child's mother. That situation, um, that guy, she knew he had a girlfriend. She knew him and his baby mama was still together because he asked Tiana to act like his cousin, and she did.
Wow. So she's going along with the fuckery and the foolery. Then she has a nerve to get mad because that's not making sense. All right. If you know from the start that this guy is already has a girlfriend, already has a wife, already lives with somebody, whatever the case may be, why then would you turn around and sleep with the guy? Then get mad when the shit backfires in your face. It's not adding up. You know
It
what I'm
doesn't
saying? That
add
don't make
up, but
sense.
the thing is, Miss Pineapples, right? From my assumption, right, I can tell things based off of a person's conversation, and I've watched quite a few of your videos. So, and then I've been in the lives lately. So, based off of the way you speak, I can tell that you are an attractive woman, right? Um, I don't know if you married or not. That's not none of my business. But um you're not a woman who's out here looking for attention. And if you are, and based off of my assumption of you being attractive, that means you've always been attractive, right? So if you've always been the fat dark skinned girl with a bad attitude, you always was the side chick. You were raised to be the side chick. And then that's another dynamic that you have to understand is the dynamic even between Tiana's mother and father.
Oh, now
Tiana's
wait a minute.
mother was always chasing her father.
Oh, you know what? I don't mean to cut you off, girl, because I'm gonna let you speak. But we were talking about how look, I want Tiana to be confident. I want all women to be confident because
Mhm.
somebody can't give you the confidence. You have to take it, it has to be yours, right? So I want her to be confident, but then I don't want her to have a shitty attitude, right? Now we're gonna circle back to that, but I want to ask you a question. Now you
Okay.
said big guy is the same guy that said he had a wife and all that. So this is the
Right.
same guy that we heard in the background begging for her to cook sausages for breakfast and saying, "Are you going to cook daddy some breakfast?" Were you there for that or have you seen that short
I
yet?
seen the short, but I
Okay.
wasn't actually in the live for that. So even
Right.
the lives that you would see me on, I don't know if you was paying attention to when I was in there. I was always in there like on the weekend or something like that. And that
Okay.
was more so because it gave her somebody to talk to because she'll have a lot of viewers in her chat, but they really don't interact with her. Like I said, once all of this blew up, everybody likes my 600 pound life. It's one of the highest rated TV shows on ever. So therefore, you don't understand that a lot of people coming in here and they're just looking. They're not interested in interacting with you. You fall into that stereotype of a single mother, and then you're also heavy set. You walk around in a muumuu and a bonnet. You feed into the stereotype that people have about people like you.
Absolutely correct. So she falls into the stereotype, and we talked about that when we did the Shop, Eat, Complain series. I said several times, I said, Tiana, you're gonna have to get out of bed. You're gonna have to wash up. You're gonna have to get dressed. She fixes herself up nice. She does the best. I feel like she needs to pop on some makeup, but she gets up and then she talks shit. All right, she wears the moo all day. She was cooking, she was eating out of control, and that have you guys ever had a conversation about that? Because you did bring that up in the argument. I didn't show it on my reaction that I did,
Mhm.
but I was, looking at the argument back and forth. And I saw that you had mentioned she showed us how to not live almost, how to get up and do nothing. And she got mad because you said that she had a real job. I mean, that she said that you told her you have a real job. Can you elaborate on what happened and walk us up to the night of the argument?
Yes. So Um, to answer the question about the moo thing first, right? Again, because me and Tiana have had personal conversations, I told her, I said, Tiana, once you get a card and you start being able to be more independent, you're not gonna want to just sit around in the moo and bonnet all day because you'll
Right.
have something to get up and get dressed for. You are depressed. You're functioning, but you are
Exactly.
depressed. This is the depressive lifestyle that you're living. Nobody wants to wake up and change out of one moo to the next one. It doesn't make sense. I don't know a woman who operates that way who actually has something going on in life. So, as I said, because if y'all paying attention to her footage now, when is the last time y'all seen Tiana in the movie in the middle of the day? You
Right.
haven't.
And she has that
You
vehicle
haven't.
now. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. You haven't. Tiana gets up, she gets herself together, she gets dressed, and she starts her day. So I was right about that. Now, going to the second question that you asked, what led up to the argument? So basically, what happened was that Tiana's girlfriend, Asia, right? Um, which that was not her girlfriend. I don't care what nobody say. But
And
anyways,
I
we gonna
want
roll with
so hold on, we're
this her
gonna hold on
girlfriend.
to that because we got to get back to that.
Yeah,
Because I remember you made it clear that you did not think Asia was her girlfriend, and she got mad about that. But go ahead and finish what you were saying.
right. So she kept bringing Asia up to me in conversation. Now, mind you, these are personal conversations that we're having off live. She kept bringing stuff to me that she was having a problem and an issue with Asia about. And I would give her advice. Now, mind you, I don't like Asia, but the reason why I don't like Asia has absolutely nothing to do with the fact that Tiana and Asia are supposed to be girlfriends. I could care less. I have 4 kids. It's too late for me to be part of the Rainbow Coalition. I like men. I like everything about a man. It ain't nothing a woman can do for me. As a matter of fact, if you touch me, you're going to jail. So
Okay.
that's the one time I'm calling the police. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna call the police for nothing else, but baby, you get over here and you try to scissor with me, you're going to jail.
Right.
Um,
Right.
because I don't even know how to defend myself with that. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Right. Right.
But the reason why I had an issue with Asia is because there was a group chat. In the group chat, Tiana ends up going off on two girls, the other two girls who was in the group chat, which was Jasmine and Asia. Now, Asia responds to the message of Tiana going off on them, basically threatening me. And I had to let Asia know that I don't take kindly to threats. But I really think that people get it confused because a lot of times people get the version of me that y'all getting right now, which is usually my first impression that people get. But the whole thing is very few things I don't play about. I don't play about my man, I don't play about my money, and I don't play about my kids. So if you're threatening to do anything that's gonna jeopardize any of that, with you threatening me physical harm, you trying to jeopardize all three of those things. And I can't let that happen. Who do you think I am? And also, I hate to say it, but I'm from Detroit. Like, go
Right.
play
Like,
somewhere else.
bitch, ask about me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay. So I get
I'm
it.
really that girl. Like, I'm not even trying to toot my, but I'm that girl in real life, not on the internet. I could care less about a follower. And I said that I don't care about followers. I post when I want to post and I post what I want to post.
Right. Right.
So because again, what she was mad about of me saying I have a real job, that is what she's trying to throw up now and say, um, that I tried to use as a dig towards her or something like that. No, I did not. And actually, if you have a video on your page where I was in her chat yet again, and I was asking her, I said, Tiana, if you was only bringing in $200 a month, would you go get a job?
Oh,
That
I
was
remember
me
that.
asking those
Yes.
questions. Yes.
That was a couple months ago
Yes.
before anything fell out. I remember that.
Right. So I never criticize her for being a content creator because, again, I do content when I feel like it. So I do know how much work goes into content. I don't think that it's not a real job. What I think is you can't criticize me for being like most people and having a job. And not only do I have a job, I want to be very clear, I have a career. Okay. I make
Okay.
over $100,000 a year. So can't nobody never make me feel bad about nothing that I get up to do. Because see, you get up and you turn your camera on and you post a video and you hope that it's gonna do well. When I get my ass up and I go to my job and I clock in, I already know how much money I'm making by the end of the week.
Period. Okay.
So I'm not doing stuff on
Okay.
a hope and a whim because I can't operate like that. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with people who choose to operate that way, but
Right.
that doesn't work for me because again, you 29 years old with one child. I am 36, soon to be 37 years old with four children. And what how am I supposed to move like that? I can't. It's impossible for me to move that way. My son is in his second year of college. He didn't qualify for financial aid, so I had to come out of pocket for that. So again, you can't never shit on me about having a job.
Oh yeah, I already know, girl. I work a 9 to 5. Okay, YouTube is a side gig. If I make a certain amount of money on YouTube every month, I would want to quit my job. But I don't want to give up knowing how much money I'm gonna get every 2 weeks with a paycheck, 401k, okay, good health insurance, and good old benefits. And I damn sure
Mhm.
don't want to give up that pension. Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to
So
go to this
basically,
question. I'm sorry,
oh,
Lucy. I'm sorry. Just 1 second. I just
okay.
want to get to a couple questions in the chat if you don't mind.
Oh, no problem.
Okay,
I'm
so hold
sorry.
that thought for me. So she said, was the married guy not able to go out of town with her? So just I'm gonna just give you because what we were thinking here. Um, so the Dawn, we were she said, remember she announced that her birthday plans were canceled due to
Mhm.
some unforeseen. She said it like somebody canceled on her. Was it the guy? Was it big guy who canceled on her, or was it friends?
No, Tiana canceled the original trip. So that was another thing, right? So the birthday trip that was originally planned, I was the first one who was invited. So for her to try to make it seem like I was that, oh, she was mad because I canceled my birthday trip. That's your birthday. I'm 36. I don't care about my birthday, let alone yours. I be having to remember I'm turning a different age. One year I stayed 33 for 2 years by mistake. So like I don't care. But what ended up happening was is that we had a trip planned, right? What I believe is that Tiana wanted us to pay for that trip. The two girls who you just showed her in the video of, Momo and
Oh,
Sylvia, they
okay.
were supposed to be going on the trip too. Here's the kicker though. So Momo and Sylvia already live in New York. They just live in upstate New York. Tiana lives in Connecticut, which means she can drive to New York, right? Everybody else can drive to New York. Lucy lives in Detroit. I'm not driving to New York. I would have to fly. So I kept asking, like, okay, well, is this birthday trip happening? Is it happening? Is it happening? She kept, oh, y'all just plan everything and let me know how much money I gotta send y'all. Or just start booking stuff and I'll send you the money. Oh, it's sounding like you want us to pay for it as a gift to you. Baby, I don't even know if you musty in person, if you smell like a little fish, none of that. I'm not paying for no birthday trip for you. And I don't, again, I've never met you in real life. I'm not
So
paying
wait
for
a
your
minute.
birthday trip.
So hold on. Wait a minute. What do you mean she wanted you to pay for her birthday trip? So are you saying that she wanted all of you to pitch in to pay the whole thing and cover it for her? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, that's
Oh
kind of
my
what she
god.
was trying to wait out. And since nobody like since we didn't come together, like the me, Sylvia, and Momo, the other three people who was going, since we didn't come together and say that, that's honestly why I believe the trip was canceled. Now, granted, when I reached out to her and I asked her, "Hey, why are you canceling the trip? Is everything okay?" She said, she just didn't want to go no more, right? Later on, she called me, I think maybe like a week later on FaceTime with another person who was supposed to be going. And she like, oh, well, I canceled the trip because that man want to take me to New York. And I said, by all means, let him then, because why would you spend your money or why would we even spend our money on a birthday trip for you if he's gonna treat you to it? If
So
my
Lucy,
man told me he taking me somewhere, I'ma let him.
Right. So hold on, Lucy. This is the married man. Is this correct?
He's not actually married. That man ain't married.
Okay.
He wear a
So
ring
does
on
he
his
just live
finger.
with someone?
Yes, and they doing that whole "you're my husband, you're my wife" thing.
Okay.
That
They
man don't
playing
even
house.
got
They playing
the
house.
however much it costs to go get married at the courthouse. He don't got it.
Ooh. So this is wait a minute. So let me get the notes out, the notepad. He's he was homeless and now he lives with somebody, or was the homeless guy a whole different guy?
The homeless guy who was staying in the shelter is the same guy that we talking about right now.
Okay. Oh,
There
so he got
she
all
done
a list of problems. He's
right. So this
homeless,
is
he's
the
broke.
yes. This is the third time she been back with him. She tries to
Ooh.
make it seem like it's a new guy. This is the same guy she keeps going back to. And I mean, because technically speaking, it was one other guy, and oh my god, she was drunk. She tried to hold this man hostage in her house. He literally had to run up out of there.
This
He
is the
talked about
one.
it
Hold
on
on, y'all.
live.
This is the one that Planet talked about before. I watched Planet's reaction. I didn't hear, I don't remember this story because I didn't get this story. But there was some guy that Planet said she damn near raped the guy. Okay,
Mm,
and look, we are not saying that this girl committed a crime.
no, no, no,
Okay,
no,
so let's
no,
not
no,
even go
not at
there,
all.
guys. But we're
Yeah.
just saying that we're saying it to be funny. It's not real. Okay, nobody really, we can't grape guys. It's damn near impossible. Okay, but we're just saying it to be funny. But I know what you're saying. She basically
Mhm.
tried. So was she trying to get the D? Is that what was going on there?
Yes, so basically he came over there for that though. That is the reason why he came
Okay.
over
All
there.
right. So he
The
came over
problem,
voluntarily.
right? So, but the problem was Tiana was on live. And he said, "Are you going to get off live?" She ended up temporarily getting off live. She came back like 45 minutes later, talking about he got an attitude. He left, and I went off on him. I took his hat. I was trying to stop him from leaving. He was mad because I was on live. Of course, he's mad that you're on live. Really don't want nobody to know that he's here with you. Duh.
Oh, so all right. So we got a rundown. She picks the lowest of the low. She likes to feed the needy. Okay. Now, with all that being said, let's go ahead and get to the meat and potatoes. What do
Mhm.
you believe, or what prompted Tiana to go live on TikTok and publicly address issues involving you?
So, uh, again, going back to the Asia situation, right? She tells me on a live. Now, mind you, the what she brings up on the live, and she's done this multiple times, where we'll have a private conversation. She'll get on live and bring the conversation back up, but she will say everything that I said as if she's saying it and try to villainize me especially when it comes to Asia. So this particular time, she already knew I was on edge because I had a personal situation going on that I had already let her know about. So she tells me, "Oh, Lucy, I told Asia what you said about her. And she said that y'all can have a FaceTime call or we could do a live together." I said, "I'm doing neither one because I don't like Asia and she don't like me. So what are we talking about? I'm doing neither one." So I said that Tiana does the thing where she automatically kicks into victim mode. She started looking sad and stuff. Of course, the chat goes up. "Oh, you're making her sad," and all this different type of stuff. Ended up getting off live because the situation that I had going on, I really did not care. I didn't have the mental nor or willpower to deal with that at that moment. So, I hadn't talked to Tiana in a while. People was inboxing me. They were asking me, "Hey, is everything okay with you?" And then they were also asking, "Is everything okay between you and T?" Now, the thing that T does is she sends subliminals and says little snarky things about people when she don't like them no more. I've watched her do this to multiple people. So I said, "Oh, she must be saying something because why are these people inboxing me asking me that? Why would they think it's a problem?"
Right.
So I had a conversation with a girl named Deja. Deja asked me the question. I told Deja, I said, "I think Tiana is mad at me because she's trying to force me to like Asia, and I don't like Asia. Um, and I told her, I sent her screenshots of the where Asia threatened me. And I asked her, I said, what do this look like to you? So Deja, now Deja was being a little messy, but I don't care that Deja was being messy. Fine with me. Deja goes back and she tells Tiana about the conversation that me and her had. The minute that Deja brought up the fact that I sent her screenshots, it made Tiana nervous because Tiana talks mess about so many people. She didn't realize that the only screenshots that I sent Deja were pertaining to Asia. Tiana then called me aggressive, like she was tough tone. I tried to remain calm at first because I mean I'm grown, and I don't know what was told to you, so maybe you should be mad, but you still have to speak to me with respect in order to get an answer from me. So I asked her, I told her, I said, if you got a question, you can ask your question, but you can't disrespect me. That's not what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do whatever if I want to do and da 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 da. She just going off. I said, okay, Sienna. And she hung up the phone. She wasn't getting the reaction she wanted from me.
So
Calm
you're
down.
saying she tried to, so hold on. Did you reach out to her or she called you?
He called me
Okay. So she
after
called
she
you. This was right
directly
before the
after
TikTok, right?
Right, directly after she got off the phone with Deja, because she
Okay.
hung up on Deja. She hung up on Deja to call me. When she called me on 10. Very disrespectful. And the whole thing is, I don't care how my friends of 20 years know not to call me like that because you're not going to get any information out of me. I'm not going to be receptive to anything that you're saying. And you cannot check me unless you have a check for me. That's the only way
That
you
part.
gonna. That's the only checks I accept is the
That
ones with my name on them
okay.
and a dollar amount, and it better be enough.
Right. Okay. So that's what prompted her to go live.
Right. So
Now,
she went
right.
live.
Uh-huh.
When she got on the live, people started sending me the live. That's how I knew she was live because I'm over here trying to woosah myself back down because I am a reformed crash out. I'm 36 years old. I don't got time for stuff like that. Now, 20 something year old Lucy would have made a trip to Connecticut, no problem. Because
Right.
you won't even get to dial nine messing around with me. But
Right.
this Lucy, who is an adult with stuff to lose too. Again, that's in my at 20, I ain't had nothing to lose. I didn't have to worry about getting fired from a great job or anything like that. So I don't have time for it. So people send me the live. I go in the live. I'm sitting in there and I'm like, okay, she's talking her stuff or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. You can say whatever you want to say about me. That's fine. Again, this not my job. This your job. So it's not like if people unfollow me based off of what you're saying, it's going to affect me because it's not. I've never gotten a check from social media. You do. So um I was just sitting in there. The moment she brought my kids up, oh, baby, that's when I went live. That is what y'all see in the clips of what you got from the live is
Right.
because she spoke on my children. She said that I don't have custody of my kids. She said that I sent my son off to college because I hate him. And I don't want to be reminded of the mistakes I've made. She said that I have 4 kids and 4 baby daddies, which that part is true. I do have 4 kids and 4 baby daddies. The part that she didn't mention with that though is I've been a mother for 20 years. I'm 36. So I was 16 when I had my first child. I was
Right.
17 turning 18 when I had my second child. I was 19 when I had my third child. I wasn't making good decisions because duh, who was at that age? Um, but also too, I don't want to take away from my children's fathers.
Right.
I co-parent with them. So what are you talking about?
Unlike her.
You have
Unlike her.
one kid one baby daddy who you can't seem to co-parent with. I co-parent with them. And the funny part about it was, and I don't know if you caught that part, my youngest daughter, her dad was in the chat. He was literally in the chat.
So in the TikTok chat when you went live back
When
with her,
I went live, yes, and
okay,
when
didn't
I
catch.
was running all of it down, he said, "What kid?" He was in the chat, behooved, and then and the whole thing is, you can't make me feel bad for how my kids got here.
Right.
You simply can't. And then also too, with four kids and four baby daddies, some type of way, I was able to not only get my GED, I went and did 2 years of college and got my associate's degree in criminal
Okay.
justice.
Okay.
Then I've been working in the same career field since I was 23 years old.
Something that she knows nothing about. Okay.
Exactly.
And hold on,
So
while we're on that part, Lucy, let me not forget. She mentioned that she got a job. Guys, was this back in March? I feel like for some reason, I want to say it was March 19th. I don't know the exact date. Tiona put on a Baptist church convention blouse with diamonds on the sleeve. She put on
oh
jeans.
my
She was in
God.
a job. She says she's on her way to the job interview with jeans on. Do
If
you know
it's
if that was real or not?
I just gotta say this. Some of the stuff you say and the way you describe it, it be so hard for me to take you serious. Because listen, see, I went back and forth because oh my God. You was like, her voice is annoying. And then you was like, I actually like her voice. And I'm like, okay, I like Pine again. Because at first I'm like, dang, I can't control my voice. But to answer that question, yes, she really did go on a job interview. She actually did get a job offer. She
Okay.
declined the job offer. Would you like to know why?
Yes, I would.
Okay, so her exact words to me was, I'm not going to work. I'm gonna continue to focus on my content. Don't want to go back to work. It's not something that I want to do. It's not something that I have to do because my followers take care of me.
You a goddamn lie.
Okay.
So she, wait a minute. So then that explains why you said in your live, y'all are stupid. Like she's running game on y'all, talking about her subscribers. You were basically saying that she knows she can put that stupid begathon begistry wish list out there, and she knew they were gonna buy it.
Yes.
And she's
You
doing it on
so
purpose.
so the thing is, and that was another question that you had for me. How does she spend so much money? First and foremost, Tiana don't spend as much money as she portrays in those videos. If you notice, you very outside of Walmart and her going food shopping, you very rarely see her actually check out. You see her say she likes a lot of things. You
Right.
never see the things though. Tiana does not spend as much money as she portrays that she spends in her videos. So that's number one. I want to start there. Number
Okay.
two is a lot of times when she's at the store and she's going shopping, she's live and she's asking, hey, I really want this. She's a dry beggar. She doesn't come out and just beg like, oh my God, I need you guys to help me and all this. No, she dry begs. Tiana creates a crisis so that people can rescue her from that. And that is how I started following her. She was in the middle of a crisis. I've been following her since she was homeless, since she was in the shelters. That's how I came across her page.
Right. I remember you told the story. Now, Dr. Now is in the chat. He likes to stop through every now and then when we're talking about Big T. Do you know if she receives food stamps? If you don't want to say, you don't have to, but do you know, or has she ever? I know she did before, but she claimed she was off of food stamps. But the way she was buying food appeared that she was still on them. What do you have to say about that?
So I want to be careful the way that I answer the question because I want to get nobody in trouble. Ain't no header. And baby, I wish somebody would do the same for me. But she does not receive food stamps. But does she use somebody else's? Yes.
Okay, so I got you. No, that's fine. We have no idea who it is.
Right.
and it doesn't matter.
Right.
Okay. Okay, because I was like, she's doing 2 and 3 Walmart hauls per week. Nobody is look, even people with the good jobs, food is expensive, especially when you have these kids. She only got 2 people. Why are you buying so much fucking food? Because that's the time when she was in the house in the moo,
Mhm.
staying home and eating all day and
Mhm.
making these videos about what she cooked and all of this shit.
Mhm.
And I'm glad that look, let me say something positive about Tiona. I do think she's a decent mother, besides the fact that she plays music, bumping to the top of the ceiling all day. And at night when Elijah's supposed to be asleep, I don't think she does his sleep schedule right. I think she needs to stop cooking dinner late, but I think she takes good care of him as far as his physical appearance. Now another
Because that's her man. Why wouldn't she?
oh, wait. Okay, y'all. It's getting a little messy in here, guys. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Lucy, let's take like a 1 minute little break. Just give me a second to get something to drink. I'm gonna put this
Okay.
overlay on and you can grab something to drink if you want to. Guys, just give me 1 second and I will be right back. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Guys, if you are just coming in, welcome to the live. We're talking about Tiana J versus Lucy. There was a TikTok beef. Tiana and Lucy were cool, and then Tiana appeared on live one night arguing and fussing, talking shit about Lucy, and Lucy is here to tell her side of the story, okay? We are not here to bash Tiana. We are not here to cause some confusion. We're just here to let Lucy tell her side, okay? She just wants to voice her part. Now, Lucy, another thing, hold on, let me see here. I wanted to ask you is
Mhm.
Tiana, when you guys were arguing back and forth, Tiana had said that you blocked her. Can
Mhm.
you clarify what actually happened? Because I saw you in the chat. This
I
was after
didn't.
she had said that you blocked her. What was her point in saying that you were blocked? I did not get that.
She again, Tiana lies. That is the whole thing. She creates a narrative that she wants people to eat up. Tiana thought that because I'm not the first person who she's done this to. Let's just be real about it. The other people who she did this to, they went and they just kind of disappeared and let it happen because they didn't want to go against all of those people in the chat. You got to think about it. That's very intimidating for a regular person. And I'm not saying that I'm not regular, but when it
Right.
comes to me being upset, I do become irregular because I'm gonna let you might let the devil tap dance with you, but I'm gonna let him use me. If you, especially when we talking about my kids, oh, me and the devil are about to be playing patty cakes together.
Yes, with like when they say I'll meet you in hell, bitch, I vacation there. Okay.
Okay. And
All right.
actually, I vacation Underhill. It's a place Underhill. That is where an angry Libra lives. Since she
Ooh,
always want to talk about signs,
wait
because
a
she
minute.
loves the sign thing.
So what's your sign?
I'm a Libra.
Oh, me too, girl. Libra
Yes.
gang. Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm a very fair person. I'm fair, and even with what I'm saying up here, as you see, I'm not taking away from it because I feel like that would make me look stupid. Where I intertwined myself with this girl for 2 years and everything was all bad. But
Right.
that was what I was saying even in my video. And I think some people kind of misinterpreted that when I said she was like a sister. What I meant was I was trying to be that mentor to her. Like, hey, it's a better way of doing stuff. You don't have to do it this way. Let's try to do it this way. And not a sister of let's skip down the street holding hands, because again, I don't know if your hands stink or not. I never met you in person.
Okay. So I want to say this, okay? I have a question for you. So Tiona has acknowledged creating content involving petty disputes and personal conflicts in the past. We've all seen it.
Mhm.
Given that, why do you think she is now claiming to possess explicit photos of you?
Oh, okay. So now, with that being said, Tiana don't have nothing that I haven't already posted on the internet.
Okay.
So like my Snapchat, all of the people over there, I know them or whatever, and occasionally I might post a picture that I wouldn't necessarily post on TikTok, or I wouldn't send it to my mama type of thing. Um, but she does not have pictures or videos of me doing wild, outrageous things or anything of that nature. Now, do I have that footage on her? Absolutely.
Ooh.
Absolutely. I do.
Woo. Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna ask the question. All right. I have to ask it in a different way. Have you ever provided Tiana with any photos or information that could support those claims, or do you believe those statements are completely false?
I mean, you could say that I have. Again, it's not things that I haven't already posted though.
So you're
If you
saying that you didn't take a
it's
picture
not
specifically for Tiana and send it to her, but
right,
she might
no.
be talking about maybe like a little sexy picture that you posted on one.
Right, something like that where I'm more exposed than I would post on my regular social media for everybody to see. Like, or a picture that I might send to my man or something like that. And a lot of times that's what that was. I would tell her like, "Hey, I sent him a picture. He getting ready to come over here watch." And she like, "Let me see the picture." And I would show her the picture. It wasn't anything of the nature. And I take that back. I have to retract that statement because the thought did just pop into my head. So there is a hilarious video, and I wouldn't even hear if this video got out because it's funny. Of when I went to go get my downstairs part pierced, right?
Okay.
There's a video of that. And I was trying to explain the situation to her, but I ended up just sending her the video. But the video is more funny than it is um the S word. You get what I'm saying?
Right, right.
You can see what's happening or whatever, but again, the likelihood of you actually looking and being like, "Ooh, this is what's going on," type of thing. No, you're probably going to be laughing because I'm arguing with the man. I'm telling him to just leave the needle in. I don't want to do this no more. I'm yelling at my best friend because I told her she tricked me into doing this. Like, it's hilarious. The video is
So you're
hilarious.
just saying that it wasn't like you were trying to come on to her? Is that what you're
Oh,
saying?
absolutely. Fine,
Because she
I
made it
would call
seem
the
like she was
police.
making it seem like you guys were just sending each other. The way she was saying it, I was
No,
taking it as she was saying you guys are sending back, you know,
no.
CPs. You know what I mean? I don't
No.
want to say it
Yeah,
on.
no, I get what you're saying. No, absolutely not. Again, it's nothing. I can look at a woman and see a woman and be like, "Oh my gosh, she is absolutely gorgeous." I can appreciate and recognize the beauty of another woman, right?
Right,
Absolutely. But as far as me getting a tingling feeling in between my legs, it's never happened. Women don't do nothing for me. I
right,
could
right,
never have a girlfriend because the minute that you use my soap or you use a pad or a tampon around here, we fighting. I don't want you here. You gotta get
right.
out. It's
Right. No
nothing.
scissoring going
Yeah,
on around
I
here.
don't. It's nothing about a woman that turns me on. I've never even been involved or had thoughts about engaging in any of these activities. And let's just be quite honest, right? Let's say all of the men fell off planet Earth tomorrow. I want to be with somebody who pretty like me.
And we're gonna leave that there. Okay, now hold on. So let me ask you another question. So looking back, do you think that this was building up, or do you feel like it just came out of nowhere that day?
I feel like it had already been building up. Um, The more Tiana learned about me is the more I feel like Tiana didn't like me.
And do you
And
think it has anything to do with the age gap? It's not a big age gap, but it's big enough for you to see. You know how, like, all right, if you're 30 and you're around 20-year-olds, you're gonna
yeah.
see the difference. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So do you think it was about the age gap? Because what people I feel like need to learn is if I got 10 years on you, if I got 8 years, even 5 years, I'm probably gonna have a little bit more. Not always, but I'm
Hmm.
probably gonna be able to build a little bit more because I had 8 years before you even got here to get a
Right.
head start. You see what I mean?
Right. And that's also what I had to explain to her because a lot of times she was comparing herself to me. And I had to let her know, like, Tiana, we come from two very you first of all, you live in Connecticut, I live in Detroit. I live in a big city. Like we come from two very different environments. Based off of what she's told me about Connecticut, it's not like how it is here. Everywhere in Connecticut is a suburb. So I was forced to have to know certain things just by my environment. On top of that, I grew up in and out of foster care. Like I was grown before I was grown. So um I think it was more so of a thing where the like I said, the more she learned about me, because I'm a person, I'm like an onion. You gotta it's layers to me. So I'll let you in a little bit at a time. I reveal pieces of myself a little bit at a time. And the more I revealed to her, the more I felt like she didn't like me. Like Tiana always knew that I had a job, but Tiana didn't know that I had a good job. Once she found that out, it made
Right.
her be like, oh, well, then when I really started like indulging in the content thing and I was getting good reactions from the content, that made her be like, okay. Then when it came to her having me on her live and stuff, she noticed the difference between how people reacted to me opposed to her. And she did not like that because Tiana wants to be the star of the show. And there's nothing wrong with that because it is her platform. And that's why sometimes when she would ask me to come on there, I'd be like, no, I'm gonna just stay down here in the chat and keep the chat going because I don't necessarily have to be on there. People don't have to hear me talk, they don't have to see me. Let's keep the attention on you and I'll just keep the chat going.
I got you. Now, if you see Nurse's comment, she's talking about that guy that got into it. Is this the same guy? All right, so let me just make sure. Big guy was homeless. Was he jobless as well, Lucy?
That part I'm not sure of. I think he did kind of have like a little job somewhere eventually, but when they first started talking, I know he wasn't working because he was living at the shelter.
Okay. And he was staying the night over Tiana's house. So was he working night shift? Because when she woke up with Big Guy, he was saying, can you cook daddy breakfast? Like they had been in bed sleeping all night. Like she got up out of her bed. This is what it appeared to be. I don't know if this is the facts, like I said, but it appeared as though he stayed the night. She got up out of the bed, got Elijah ready, sent him off on the bus because this was before she had a car, I believe. And
Hmm.
then she put Elijah on the bus and came back to bed with Big Guy. So, guys, if you're just coming in, Big Guy, y'all know who that is. The one who says, can you cook daddy some sausage? Was homeless, living in a shelter when they first met. Apparently, Tiana has been pretending though it's a new guy, but it's really the same homeless guy over and over who finally moved in with another woman. So, I guess what I'm getting around to, you say, and he told her supporters to call her phone. I think you
Oh,
said she
so
told.
yeah,
What
so
happened
it
with that?
says she posted it to yeah, okay, so yeah, she posted the girlfriend number to her Instagram page or her Instagram story, if I'm not mistaken. And I think she might have said it on live too. But yeah, she posted the information on there and she had said told her followers to call the phone or whatever. That is actually how the police ended up getting called on old boy back when the last incident happened where she called the police on old boy. Because after she posted the girl number, the girl started calling her phone back to back. If these people about to keep calling my phone back to back, I'm about to call your phone back to back. That is when she called the police and did the whole scene of, I don't know why they're doing this to me. You know exactly why they're doing this to you.
So
You
this
know
was a
exactly.
Karen situation through and through. She she created the situation and then she pretended to be resolving the situation when she was the one that created the whole shit in the first place.
Right, but she also had the upper hand on him though too, because she already had a PPO on him. He was never supposed to be there.
So
That's
she had
her.
that's a personal protection order, right?
Yes. So she
Oh,
already had a PPO on the boy when she called him over there. So when they started calling her phone, asking her to, can you please stop having your people call my number? Can you take it down or whatever? And they kept calling her. That's what gave her the upper hand when she called the police. Is that, hey, this man who I have a protective order on, him and his girlfriend are now harassing me. She never said why they were doing it though. He never told the, she was on live when she talked to the police. She
because she never said,
conveniently
"Oh,
left
I shared
all
the
that out.
number on Instagram and that's why they're now harassing me." She never said that part.
She
She
never said that
conveniently
part.
left
She
out the part where
never,
she that was going to incriminate her because she didn't want to get locked
she
up
never
like how she
said,
did when she called the police on her mama.
right. She never said that she violated the PPO that she had on him by inviting him over there. You violated the PPO yourself by letting him, allowing him to come over there. You didn't say that, hey, all of this is happening as a result of he was over here 3 nights ago because I asked him to come over here and we did it and we made a tape and I sent it to him and the girlfriend found out about it and she called me about it. So then I decided to go on live and share the story. And then on top of sharing the story, as if that wasn't bad enough, I decided to post her number on there. She didn't post his number.
Mm,
She
mm.
posted the girl's number.
Right, right. Mm. So is Dion and the big guy the same person?
Yes.
Okay, so the big guy is Dion. So this has been the guy, like you said, she's seeing him off and on for months, but she's not telling the audience who it is, so we couldn't put it together, basically.
Yes, yep. So
Okay.
she, because when she starts, eventually she slips up and tells people if you be in her live enough, she'll tell you that it's Dion. But she all when she every time she starts back talking to him, she always try to make it seem like it's a new guy. Because again, Tiana is not stupid. In all actuality, I feel like Tiana really could be a cult leader if she put her mind to it. Because the way she's able to manipulate people is outrageous.
Well,
It's
a lot of
outrageous.
these content creators learned that the manipulation is what keeps them thinking that they can control the storyline. But then the cracks start, they're masked. They start being unmasked because you see that they're running the same play over and over again. So I see exactly what you're telling me. And see what happens is when you hear the inside story and you're trying to match it up with the outside story,
Hmm.
it starts to come together and the cracks get filled in.
And see, a lot of
So,
times when she getting into it with people,
mhm.
um, see, a lot of her followers already knew who I was because I was over there enough and I had been over there for long enough for people to know who I was. So when the issue and the drama happened between me and her, that is how they knew where to go. And they wanted to hear my side of things because you got to remember this friendship took place in front of these people. So how is it that we felt like Lucy was such a great friend to you, such a supportive friend to you, and now all of a sudden she's a horrible person? No, we actually do want to go see what she got to say because this not adding up for us. But you also have other people, right? Who, yeah, they knew me or whatever, but she's able to manipulate them because they blindly follow her because in reality, they relate more so with her than they do with me. They on Section 8. They argue and fight with their baby daddy.
Right.
They go and talk to men off of Facebook dating and things of that nature. So it's more of those people who relate with her than who relate with me. Because see me, I'm not trying to make it seem like, oh, I'm just a big deal. No, I'm a regular person, but I'm a regular person when it comes to being a 36-year-old woman who's on her Zoom. Like, because failure is not an option for me. That's just simply
Right.
not who I am. And when
Right.
it comes to these men, okay, cool. But see, the stuff that you playing with your men about, these men would never even feel comfortable approaching me. They would never even feel comfortable saying hello to me because you have to meet a certain standard just to speak to me, sir. And I don't know these men. I don't frequent these places. I don't know. I don't even know how you keep finding them. The men
Right.
I know aren't. These are city workers. These is people who work in the auto industry and things of that nature. Firefighters, police officers. You get what I'm saying? These are the men who I've had
These
relationships with
are
and
real
who I've
people.
exactly. And they're on the same level as me. But when you are pretending that you're that girl, but you're not really that girl, men know that. You think that it only take them 5 minutes to know that.
Well, what is this thing with Tiana with? It seems like she buys men. Okay. Not saying that, you don't have to really answer that because we don't want to go too far. But it seems as though well, all right, let's take this for example. And this is a little bit, we're going to pivot. What about Asia? What can you tell us what made you come to the conclusion that Asia was not her girlfriend?
Okay, so one, I don't think Asia really likes Tiana as a person. Okay, I think Asia views Tiana as entertainment, like so many people over there do. They see
Hold
her
on.
as
Is Asia
entertainment.
in Atlanta?
Yes, Asia is who y'all was referring to as the Atlanta scammer.
But y'all, I mean, y'all, look, we have fun with it. No offense to all the people in Atlanta,
Yes,
but y'all know how Atlanta get down. It's known for a lot of
yes.
scamming and going on. So we were like, why is she? All right, so we just had questions. We were just wanting to know why she switched sides. But I guess we kind of know why she switched sides. So say she can't find a
I
man
gotta
with her
stop you.
thing. She
I'm
can't
sorry.
find a
I
man.
hate
Is that
I
what it
hate to
is?
interrupt you. I
Okay,
hate to
go ahead.
interrupt you. Tiana did not switch sides. Let's be real. Tiana did that for attention. The original part of her saying that she had a girlfriend was a prank. It was to bring in viewers. It was for content.
Okay, so she's a lying ass bitch. I got it. I got it.
Listen,
Okay.
wow, you are good. You are really good. Okay.
Okay, so but I get it. So that's a part of the manipulation game that she plays with her audience. Got it. See,
Yes.
we're used to a lot of mind fuckery, so we kind of catch on to that
Right.
really quick. But
So
she was talking to Quay and telling Quay she's switching sides, and
because
they
okay,
were having late night chats.
so let me clarify that part as well. So originally, it was a ploy to get people to watch her content because if you keep saying you switch sides and stuff like that, of course, people now are going to tune into your content and tune into your lives and stuff because they want to see if you going to talk about this girl, say who she is, if it's going to be a cameo of the girl in one of the videos, they not trying to miss it. But what ended up happening was is that she really did start liking Asia. She really did start liking her, and she really was saying like, "Oh, I think I want to have an experience with a girl and all this different type of stuff." And I'm like, "Well, because mind you, we having private conversations about it." I'm like, "Well, if this is something you really want to do, like I support you, but I don't think that that's who you are." I've seen the videos of how you be gobbling these men. I don't think
So
you could
she
go from
sends.
that.
Wait a minute. So she sends them out. Like, how does that? Like, how does that even come up? Like, do you be like, "Hey, girl, let me send this video real quick"? Like, how does she go into that conversation? How does that conversation happen? You
She
don't have
would
to
be
give me the
telling,
exact details, but
I
just give me
mean,
a
yeah, like
roundabout.
she would be like, "Oh, I did this with him last night and I put him to sleep or whatever." And then she would send me the video. And a lot of times when she sent me the video, we would be on live. So I think also that was another thing for content because now I am having a real-time reaction to what is
Oh, I
going
got
on.
you.
See
So
what I'm
you feel like
saying?
you were used in her content plays that she runs. That's what you're
I was
saying?
not only
Not
I was
necessarily
not
like used up and thrown away, but kind of used to get the crowd going.
oh yes, but that was not my only job title. What I also have figured out after I've had time
Not
to
your job
reflect,
title.
yeah,
Okay,
that
go ahead.
wasn't my only job title. What I've had time to reflect upon is that I was Tiana's bodyguard too, as well. And she really needs to send me some money because I did a good job at it. A lot of times, what would end up happening is Tiana would get into it with people, or certain things would happen. And since I'm a little bit more mature, I would be able to read somebody down or have a conversation with them and let them know how they were wrong. And I was the bodyguard.
I
So
know what
you,
you're saying. I got
yeah, like, and I
you
didn't
knew
even
how to handle
realize,
it, where she
yeah,
didn't really know how to jump in front of it, right?
exactly, because Tiana doesn't know, especially if you put her in a situation that she didn't start. Now, when she starts it, she's just gonna keep going with it.
She
That's
know
why I
where the
was so,
angle is going. She knows where the
yes.
angle is. I got you. I got
And
you.
she's only gonna argue with people who she feel like she got information on, which is why it was so easy for her to try to do what she did to me, because she felt like she had information on me. But baby, you can't embarrass me. I'm unembarrassable. I don't care.
Right. Wow. Okay. Okay. So I feel like I got all the questions answered that I wanted. But is there anything that you feel the audience misunderstood or that you wanted to talk about that won't get us in trouble?
So somebody asked, am I the one who she was giving goblin lessons to? Um, Pretty Patty. Baby, I don't need no lessons. I got 4 kids. I don't need no lessons, okay?
Okay.
If
Okay.
anything, like, and I'm at the age where I be chilling now. I use my throat on special occasions because I don't have to. I just simply don't have to.
Your
Um,
best days are behind you. Not as though you're an old lady, but you ain't thinking about that. That ain't your priority.
yeah, like, and the
I
men who
got
I'm
you.
talking to, they be at work. So when are we supposed to do this?
Some people still have jobs out here and work for a living.
Okay.
Okay.
They be at work,
Okay.
and I ain't telling you to call off for that because I'm gonna want something. So,
Okay. So, all
but
right. So I
outside of
feel like
that,
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
the only other thing that I wanted to clear up is the
Okay.
things that she said regarding me as a parent, because again, that was the only reason why I even went on live and went off the way that I did. I have custody of all my kids. Well, had custody of all of my kids because two of them are grown. I have an 18-year-old, a 20-year-old. Don't nobody got custody of them no more. But
Right.
yeah, like, I've always maintained custody of my kids. It's never even been a custody issue, a custody battle, anything. Like, I've always had both physical and legal custody of all of my children. I do co-parent with my children's dads. Now, the one thing she said that was true, I do have 4 kids and 4 baby daddies. And again, we co-parent. We get along just fine.
I didn't even
Um,
catch that part. I didn't even
yeah.
catch that. But I knew
Um,
that when you were showing the house, you were showing your house, and Lucy has a
mhm.
really nice house, guys. I didn't show this part on there, but she has like a nice big basement. It's like a what is it called? I
A
forgot what it's called.
ranch.
All right. So it's a rancher, but it got a basement though. So
Yeah,
she was it's a
yeah.
really nice basement. And another thing I did want to ask Lucy about the business.
Mhm.
Were you the one that she purchased that blanket from a couple months ago? And she was like, I got it
Oh,
from
I'm
a friend.
so yes, I'm so happy you mentioned that. Tiana did not purchase that blanket. I gave Tiana that blanket. That was
Okay.
a gift. And with it being a gift, she said, oh, well, friend, I'm so happy that you relaunching your business. I'm gonna do a shout out video for it, because if you go on my page and you see the other blankets that I made, her blanket is actually one of the most simple designs that I've done. And the reason why is because it was free.
Right.
Now, I'm generous, but I'm not a fool.
Right, because she was acting like, "Oh my gosh, you're trying to relaunch a struggle." No, she said you're trying to do a struggling business, and she was like, "What happened to your business? What happened to your business?" And then you were telling her that it was a relaunch,
It
that you
was a
been had a
relaunch,
business.
yes. I've been had a business. So basically I can customize anything. And then I also make like really, really great baskets. The business actually happened during COVID is when the business got started, and it started by mistake because people couldn't go out and do stuff or get stuff. So I was making baskets and stuff for the people who I cared about because I couldn't go see them. And people all of a sudden was like, well, make me one. And that's where the business actually originated from. And I took a break from it because I work midnights. So it was kind of hard for me to keep up with the orders that was coming in and having a job.
Okay,
So
I got you.
I, these blankets and cups and baskets and stuff don't come with healthcare. I gotta go to work.
Right, right,
It
right. It
don't
was
come with a
something you started off
401k.
as like a creative outlet. You
Right,
turned it into a business, and then you couldn't sustain it because you had to
right.
do real life. I got you.
Right. So now, even with the relaunch, it's kind of more so become again that creative outlet. Now, I do take orders and things of that nature, but when I'm ready and I know I'm about to have time off of work, is where you will see me really, really push it and promote it because I know I got time to do it. Other than that, you might not see nothing from me pertaining to that business for a couple of months.
Right,
Again,
right.
it- it's one of those things where it's a hobby slash business. I turned my hobby into a business. So even with her trying to make digs at that, why don't you have multiple streams of income?
Okay, so guys, I have a live update on Tiana right now. She is right now on Instagram getting her nails done, chewing that gum like a cow. Now, I also want to ask another question. Was it Dion that called her precious?
Yes. And she called him radio. So anytime who you hear her call somebody radio, she's talking about him.
Oh my, so verbal abuse is something that they don't care about, those two, because she told him his butt was looking jiggly, and I was like, oh my god, right in front of Elijah. Why would she say that?
Yeah.
He was doing push-ups.
It's a
Thought it was
lot
a
of
bit inappropriate.
inappropriate things that happen in that's well a lot of inappropriate conversation. I'm not gonna say actual you know acts of anything happening in front of him that's inappropriate, but it's a lot of things that are said in front of him that are inappropriate. Again, I kind of tread lightly on that subject because you can't tell people how to raise their kids, and you also can't ignore the fact of how she was raised. And if you see how her and her mom interact, it's a very inappropriate relationship in my opinion.
I
I don't
agree.
cuss in front of my mother. Like,
I
and the
agree.
whole thing, I respect my mother. So even the digs that she was trying to take at me when it came to my mother, now granted, both my parents were addicts, but my mom was a binge addict. But my mama also was a college professor. So don't leave that part out. Please don't leave that part out. And my mama always got us out of foster care. We didn't remain in foster care. We always went back home. Um, and I'm not my childhood was hard. It was a lot of things that happened and that took place and stuff like that, but it made me who I am. So I don't regret it. And given the opportunity, I would pick the same exact parents over again because it is what it is. And I'm not saying I'm a perfect individual, but I'm happy with who I am today. I'm happy, I'm secure, I'm blessed, I'm grateful, and I feel like I can help other people. Without those things, I wouldn't be able to help other people the way that I can. So, um yeah, like the digs that she was trying to take, she was trying to be personal, but you're not hurting my feelings because these are things that I actually don't mind talking about. And then, but when it came to my kids and you trying to create a narrative that I don't care about my kids and that I don't have custody of my kids, then who got custody of them? Because they need to give me my money back and come get
She was
them.
trying to discredit you as a mother, but I wasn't
Yes.
taking that for face value because she never elaborated on what she was trying to say.
And then even when she sat up there and lied on her live, which is why I ended up showing my house, that's something that I don't do. If you watch my content, a lot of times I'm in a very small area of my house where you can't completely see it. And that's intentional because this is my safe space. Um, but I ended up showing my whole house because you sitting over there talking about she don't have no furniture in her house. Ma'am, I don't have a couch because I am indecisive. Originally, I wanted to buy an orange couch, and then I thought to myself, "What the heck are you doing? Why would you buy an orange couch? This does not make sense." So I didn't buy a couch yet. But again, Tiana, GoFundMe paid for everything in your house. So
Mm,
maybe if I would have set up a GoFundMe, I would have made a decision quicker. But at the end of the day, this is my house. My kids have beds to sleep in. It's plenty of furniture in here. The only thing missing is the couch. And guess who don't care? Because I be at work all the time. When I come home, I'm going to bed anyways.
I mean, that's just really not a big deal. We're
At
talking about
all.
somebody who over consumes, who over everything. They overeat, they over talk, they overspend. Like I said, she's right now. I'm watching her live on Instagram. She's getting her nails done yet again.
Yeah.
She just got her
You
nails
just
done.
got your nails
We're
done.
wasting money.
She puts on. That is the whole thing. Tiana wants to be one of those content creators who live this luxurious lifestyle. And again, it's the same thing, right? Pine, and I'm sure you've seen it before. It's just think of it like this: a man, right, who lacks in the size department. I'm gonna leave it there. He
Right.
overcompensates usually. He usually drives a really, really big vehicle. He usually spends a whole lot of money. He usually wears flashy clothes and flashy jewelry because he has to overcompensate. She's doing the same exact thing. And it's a lot of women out here who unfortunately feel the need to do that. My hope and my prayer for Sienna is that she will find the beauty and the joy within herself and stop looking for it in other people. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because I had to do it. I had to learn to find the beauty and the joy within myself. Your happiness should not be dependent on how many followers you got or how many people you think are in your corner. Because at the end of the day, these same followers who hyping you up on the internet, if somebody ever put up on you, it don't matter how many fist emojis they put in the chat, you're still gonna get beat up.
Right. Right.
So
And
you she need to tread lightly.
I agree, but I know exactly what you're talking about of the content creators that want to act like they're doing better than they actually are doing. I was
Mm-hmm.
just thinking maybe she's burning up a credit card, and her money is her business. Like I said, she's not all bad. I don't think she's all bad,
No, she's not.
but she just does things that make me question her character and her morality is her morals are very much in question. Um I've seen her sit down with Elijah on a live TikTok. This was years ago, and ask him, "How do you think my butt looks?" Like stuff like that. That was weird. And when you go back to the part about her talking about her mother, the relationship with her and her mother,
Mm-hmm.
just last week she was on TikTok live, and she said that her brother, she doesn't get along with her twin brother. I think she said, or her older
Yes.
one of them.
Because she thinks he's jealous of her too. He's jealous of her as well as her mother. Everybody is jealous of Tiana.
So what? So what is it that they have that she doesn't have? Or no, what is it that she thinks she has that they don't have?
TikTok and YouTube.
So I guess she's so busy. She's so focused in on her world. She has tunnel vision in her world. So she thinks that everybody else cares about the same thing she cares about. Is that why they're jealous? Like because
Yes,
they don't
she
have a
thinks
big
that
TikTok
they
following or
don't.
whatever?
Yes, her again. It goes back to what I said. Her power and her confidence comes from her followers. Like without them, Tiana goes back to who she's always been, a nobody. She found a way to become somebody, and she been trying to break into content. Tiana is one of those people who wants to be famous. That is the whole thing. And I don't know if you've ever heard, and I can't remember verbatim of how it was said. You have some people who want to be rich, and you have some people who want to be famous. A lot of times, they don't care about being rich. They just want to be famous. That's it.
Right.
And
They
that
just
is
want
who
to be
Tiana
known.
is. Yes. And that is, a dangerous quality to have, because that means you're willing to do anything for fame. And again, it's certain things that she's done that let me know more and more to it. Because again, I had already, before this whole blow up happened, I had already taken a step back. Again, that goes into people asking, hey, is everything okay with you and T? Are you okay? Because they hadn't seen me in there no more. Once I started seeing stuff, I don't make a big scene. I don't make a fuss. I don't feel the need to have a drawn out conversation or send a 4-page letter. I just disappear. Oh, baby, I am so good at that.
Yeah, you
They
just exiting quietly and softly, just backing
because
away.
you know what a Libra is? A lever. A lever.
Yes. And you know what? I had actually noticed that because I would go to when I came to the lives, one, she wasn't going live all night as much. When she
Mm-hmm.
did go live, she wasn't on with you guys anymore, like her TikTok friends. She was on with
Mm-hmm.
her cousins. But then I noticed ever since she got the car, I just feel like she's not doing her mom stuff like she
She
used to
be
do. I
on
thought that was like a
she be
positive part of her content, spending
she
time
be
with
on Tik I
Elijah.
mean, she be on Instagram now because she can't go live and drive on TikTok.
Okay, so they're banning her live when she drives on
When
TikTok.
she drive
Okay,
on
she
TikTok.
said
So
something
she's
about it, but
over
I couldn't
there.
figure out.
Yeah,
Okay,
she's going over there on Instagram. That's where she does a lot of her stuff at. Then she created a private page on Instagram. Once the situation between her and I happened, she created a private Instagram page because she figured out, because again, goes back into her ego when she originally called me, everything gonna get back to me. These my people, these my people. So why do your people keep snitching on you?
right.
Because I know everything that you saying about me. I still know that you've been kind of talking about me a little bit. I'm letting it ride until you say something about my kids again, because I still got stuff that I didn't upload yet. Because thanks to this page, I have great content already edited, ready to post.
Right. Okay, good. Hold on, guys. So I'm gonna. Do you mind if I play this little part that you sent me?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
I'm
That's
gonna
fine.
play this really quick. Hold on, guys. So Tiana was on live. Now, when was this live, Lucy? Was this today or
No,
no?
that was not today. That I want to say that that was about that was actually the same day the vlog that you sent, that you just played with her and Momo and
Okay, when
Celia
she,
going to
I
dinner.
recognize the outfit too.
Yeah, so I think that was like the 24th, if I'm not mistaken, but don't quote me on that.
Okay, let me just play this little clip because Lucy got this, and Tiana's talking about her. She keeps your name in her mouth. Remember the other day I said I thought she was talking about you again, but you can't tell if she's beefing with a new person or is she talking about Lucy, or because she could be saying something that sounds like it pertains to you and it doesn't. All right, but let me play this really quickly. All right, listen up, guys.
Yeah, because you don't want him at your house. You don't want to be reminded of the fucking mistakes you made, right? Yeah, right, right. You don't want to be reminded. Fuck out of here. And your mama still don't love you, bitch. What? I call my baby daddy right now. I can pull up on my baby daddy right now. I can go pull up on my mama right now. What? What? Yeah, me and my mama that had it out with each other. Like, nobody comes from a perfect family. Nobody. But my mama loved me at the end of the day. She still loved me at the end of the day. I call my mama for anything that she coming. Who was on that line talking to y'all that night about her daughter? Please. 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 That's how my mama get it. Y'all take your old ass to sleep. Take your old ass to sleep. We know you about to choke over soon. We know you about to croak over, bitch. Just go to fuck to sleep, nigga. What the fuck? You dick rider, you dick riding. Dick riding like a motherfucker. Dick riding, yeah. Y'all get real disrespectful. Y'all thought y'all had one? Y'all thought y'all had one? I don't give a fuck about none of that. Can't nobody cancel me. They gonna keep coming in here watching me. Y'all can't cancel me. Y'all can try to pick any bitch or put any bitch on the bandwagon along with y'all, but y'all can't cancel me.
Okay, y'all heard that. That's Big T talking her best shit on TikTok, talking about referring to Lucy. Lucy, give us your response to that.
So again, the only thing said in that particular clip that bothered me was her speaking about my son because part of it had cut off. So in the beginning, when she was talking about she don't want to be reminded of your mistakes, she was saying like, "Oh, she's saying that her son lives on campus." Yeah, because he go to school 4 hours away from here. And most schools, you have to live on campus. Maybe if somebody had sent your big ass to school, you would know how college works. He goes to a university. He not in community college, so of course he live on dorm. And guess who pays for it? I'm not rich, so it's not like I'm sending my child away and paying for it because I don't want to be bothered. That makes absolutely no sense at all. And if people use their brain, they will be like, "Are you criticizing her for sending her son to college?" Because it doesn't make sense. It just
Right?
doesn't.
It's not a dig.
Um,
It's not a read. It's
it's
just
not a
he's
read.
at
It's
college. Like what are you talking about?
right where you want him to be at home, sleeping with a girl like you,
So
because that's when
basically
I'm gonna
she
have a
has nothing,
problem.
is what you're saying, Lucy.
She
She
don't
has
have she does not have anything on me, Pine. Um, and I know it was some people who was saying like I should be embarrassed because of the way that I acted and things like that. And that was one of the things that I wanted to clear up, even though like I really don't owe nobody no explanation or anything like that. But again, um this is who I am. Who you hear me being right now, this is who I truly am. 24/7, 365 days a year, up until somebody decides that they want to try to attack my children. And it was even people saying, "Oh, well, your kids are grown. Why do you feel the need to go so hard about them? Because they still my kids." I didn't know
like
that.
people gotta stop. You
Yeah.
already wait a minute, because I already told these bitches, okay? Now it's we flipping it over, bitch. Okay. If
Hmm.
you come for me or my motherfucking kids, bitch, it's up. And I'm gonna drag your motherfucking kids and I'm gonna put them hoes in the dirt. Not physically, but figuratively. Okay.
Hmm.
Everybody's getting closed caskets. All right. So
Yes.
people can talk shit if they want. When it's time to pop off, I'm gonna tell you right now, you better know how to do it. Okay. When it's time to put a bitch in the dirt, you need to
Yeah.
learn how to do it. Because bitch,
And
one day you gonna have to do it. You gotta
I'm
defend
not
your fucking
sure.
self.
I'm not sure how many people can relate to this, but like on a regular, everyday, normal basis or whatever, right? My ego is not big at all. I've just be walking around like, okay, whatever. Like, let's get stuff done. But when you attack me, is when my ego comes out. So since you wanted to try to tell my story for me, now I really gotta pop my shit and let people know who the fuck I really am. Because I'm that girl. And
There
you
you
wish
go.
you could be me. You
Period.
you hope to one day be me. That's the whole thing. And for you to sit up and be, "Oh, she got 4 kids and 4 baby daddies." You only got one kid and one baby daddy because you're so big, you're probably having fertility issues anyways. Let's be real. Because you don't use protection. That's how the STD came along.
Ooh,
And
okay.
you right back messing with the guy who had you at the doctor's office. Oh no, baby. See, I don't play those games. I don't play like that. I do like it over here. I'm still be over here with y'all in the comments
Okay.
though. But yeah, like this was just a weird situation. I'm sad that it had to come to the internet because again, the things that I was saying about her was way worse than the things she was saying about me. But I'm only saying what she's already said before. And I know that I look better than her. And even though I'm in the worst shape I've ever been in my life, I'm still in better shape than her. Like,
Look,
um,
look, Lucy. What I'm gonna do is when we get off, I'm gonna put Lucy's link to her YouTube channel so you can see what Lucy is all about. I thought your vlogs were cute. They were regular girl vlogs. You were just showing your life. You was going to get coffees, going shopping. You were just doing you. You wasn't trying to be impressive or doing, you
mm-mm.
were just a regular day with the girls. So I'm gonna share her link. Hold on, let me see. I don't think I can do it here because hold on, let me see. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me. But yeah, and it's I think you should consider posting, you know what I mean? But if that's not something you're interested in, then that's fine. But your
It's
channel is
not
cute.
really. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I love it over here. I love what you do. I done told my friends and everything. I said, listen, y'all, I done met the shade room of TikTok and YouTube. She got a whole empire over here. They done followed you and everything, girl.
Well, that's
Um,
good. I
because
appreciate it.
I think you are so funny, and I think you're a very fair person. So it's actually not surprising to me that you are a Libra, because I'm like, dang, I would probably be friends with Pine in real life. And then I called you. I got to tell you, because I called you this on my live. I said she like Lady Whistledown, and I
Who is
loved it.
that?
From Bridgerton, the lady who was telling all of the business in the letters on Bridgerton. I said she is like Lady Whistledown. We don't know who Pine is. We don't know what she look like. We only know what she sound like, and that's perfectly fine with me because I love the mystery of it. I really do like
Right.
that part, and I think that's what sets you apart from other people who kind of do the same thing, because they be boring me and they insert too much of they self into it. Um, but yeah, I think you got a great thing going on over here. As far as
I
me
appreciate
posting
it.
and doing content, it's really a time thing for me because, again, like I work midnights and I work 12-hour shifts. So, and I'm also
What's the name of your YouTube channel? I'm gonna try to drop the link here.
it's delightfully Lucy.
Okay. Is it
And then I
LUCI?
yes.
Okay.
And then I
Okay.
could put a comment in the chat. They should be able to click my name and find it too.
Okay.
Cause it's I love
That's
Lucy
only
J is
for
the
the
actual
only the
username.
mods can do that. That's like when you drop something in the chat, only the mod can go to your chat. The regular subscribers won't, but I was able to pick it up. Hold on, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I was able to pick it up. I'm about to drop it in here. Just, if you want to go over there, she is a real person, guys. She's not
Yes.
just a person up here making shit up and, talking shit. She had an altercation with Tiona J. We
Hmm.
wanted to know what happened. All right, that is the link it's coming through, guys, to Lucy's channel if you want to go check her out. And
I
she
appreciate you.
she talking her shit, right? She had to pop off. See, I didn't care that you were popping off. That's the type of shit I like to watch anyway. I like to watch ratchet
Mhm.
shit. I don't want to live in a ratchet environment, but I want to
Right.
be entertained by a ratchet.
Exactly.
Okay, people
Yep.
people don't, they, oh, you're ratchet, you're ghetto. Oh, no, bitch, I just can cuss a whole out like I'm from the project.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
And
that's
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 the
a
whole
whole that
thing.
shit to do with the way I live.
Yeah.
Okay,
You sitting up on the internet and you're pretending, but the whole thing is, baby, you don't understand. I still got family who live on Mac and Bewick, and I was raised on Linwood and Davidson. Anybody from Detroit who in here know exactly what I'm talking about. Baby, go play with somebody else. I went to school on Joy Road in Tireman. Play with somebody else because I'm the wrong one. I don't like to live my life that way
right.
because I grew out of that environment, out of those learned behaviors. I've evolved from that, but don't never think that that part of me is completely dead, because it's not.
Right.
It's
It's
not.
just dormant. You can bring it out when it's time. Okay. You can tuck it in, and then when it's time to get with these bitches, you bring it back out.
Exactly. But and when it comes to my kids, oh, you're going to get it each and every time. It's a lady who live in my head who stay already. Because I really don't believe in cussing people out. It's the lady who live in my head. When she come out, we might go to jail. I don't know. But the difference between me and Tiana is I really do got bill money. So
Girl, well, we definitely enjoyed your company here today. Guys, you can go check out Luci. Okay. Lucy, is there anything else that you wanted to add before we wrap it up?
no, I think that was it. I don't know if anybody else had any more questions. I was trying to read the chat, but I think I missed some stuff. But yeah, that was pretty much all I wanted to say. Hopefully this is over with
Okay,
between
good,
me and
good,
her. If not,
good.
girl, don't worry. I'll be screen recording it and sending it to you.
Okay, good. We want to keep up with the bullshit. That's what we do over here. We're
Mm-hmm.
not ashamed of it, okay? This is the type of shit that we like. We want to know what's going on, but she's probably going to be talking her shit and popping her shit after she learns about the interview. But Tiana, I noticed one thing Tiana does do that I like, that I do like about her. She don't really address the reactors. And that's what she's supposed to do. It is
Mm-hmm.
my business to be in your business. It is not your business to address what I'm talking about. You're supposed to mind your business, and I'm supposed to be minding your business. Okay.
Right.
So
Well,
that's just how it
she
works.
likes the fact that you react because the whole thing is that eventually what happens is by you talking about her, people go over there and they follow her or they watch her
Right.
videos and things like that. So trying to shut down a reactor or things like that really works against you. You want people to talk about you, especially if your livelihood is dependent on people coming to your page. A view is a view, regardless of whether they coming over there because they like you or they hate you. It's still a view.
Right.
You still get paid for it.
Right. Exactly. So yes, yes. All right, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Lucy, thanks once again for being a guest here over at Pine Nation. Guys, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to Lucy. Go ahead and click that like before you exit the building, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.